What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Trinity Wolf, and welcome to Yu-Gi-Oh! Day Episode 3. I am playing in Round 1, Tri-Brigade Melfi. So, Ash gets hit on the increase, but I opened up Vi on him, doing my combo. But as a problem happened was, when I tried to go for Malicious, the other Malicious was not in my deck. Here's why. I was trying to re-sleeve for the tournament the night before. I ran out of new sleeves, so I left the cards I sleeved inside of the box to wait till I got to the store and bought new sleeves. And when I bought the new sleeves, the time of the tournament started, so I just went and sat down and started playing. So when I went to look for my Malicious, I told my opponent, I'm like, hey, it's not in my deck. I have a few cards missing out of my deck, and it's inside this deck box, this little, the card sleeve box right here. So I was missing like 6 cards, and I was kind of like at a disadvantage. I was missing the Malicious, a Fusion Destiny, and Ash. I can't remember the other 2 cards, but they were important cards. Oh, it was a hero. I was missing a Hero Lives as well, but thankfully the card is at 2, so that was good. But other than that, my opponent was okay with me just, playing a disadvantage, even though my deck was kind of at an illegal state because I was playing 42 cards and I was missing like 6 cards. But I mean, it put me more at a disadvantage than an advantage. So, but anyway, when I made the Dystopia instead of Phoenix, mostly because they tried to Haunted Mansion me. So I was like, because I guess they don't know like the difference between like cost and like effect engrave. So anyway, so I made the Dystopia so if I had to pop something with Phoenix, it'd be able to come back. So I pretty much won after just having the Dark Law, because that's all you need. I ashed their card that summons 3 beasts, but then they had another one. This is game 2, by the way, if you didn't see it on the top left. But they only made the 1 monster. Mostly, I know what the card basically does. It's like, when it detaches itself to spin itself, the other card effects happen engraved to just try to break my board. But it didn't really stop me nonetheless, because I just kept going off. Going to Sunrise, I draw my 2 cards, a discard, and pretty much to win this game, I made Dark Law Plasma, because Dark Law Plasma against Tri-Brigade is just insane. But yeah, anyway, before we get any further into the video, if you're new to the channel, please consider hitting the subscribe button. It's crazy, I'm almost at 400, and that's really, really crazy, so I appreciate all you guys' love and support so far for the rapid growth of this channel. And please hit the like button. You guys did awesome on my deck profile. Last time I saw it, it was like, I think 70 something likes, so great job on smashing that like button for me. And I also want to know down in the comments below, what do you think about this format? For me, I really hate it. It is very tough to be a hero player in this format. But other than that, you see, I actually get alpha'd on the next turn, so I really didn't say I figured I'd just lose the Dark Law. I was like, you know what, it's fine. And I guess they couldn't really extend any further past that. But as you can see, I used my increase to get whatever one to driver, and I just continue to pop off. And I used the Miracle Fusion just so I was like, well, they gotta activate the... Was that this game, or was that last game? I remember there was a time where I made Miracle... No, I guess that was last game. But there was the Plasma. I took the Alpha, and then I just extended, and then that was just pretty much all she wrote, because I had another mass change, I believe. I'm sure I had another Dark... Yeah, there we go. Because when they used the search for the Nerval, I got the random card out of their hand, and that was just really it. Alright guys, coming into round 2. I kind of just get blown away, mostly just because of my deck. I've been wanting to really test play against the Brave package so much, and throughout this whole tournament, every time I played someone using the Brave package, I bricked. Like, I had no, like, all the cards in my hand, I had nothing I could use. Like, absolutely nothing. Like, it was really bad. See, because when I turn started, I set 2 cards, and that's pretty much it. Because 10 Ys are just absolutely insane. Made the Baron, and then I just pretty much scooped after that. I was like, yeah, I'm just going to die. It doesn't matter. Because my next card was like a hand trap, too, I think. Going into game 2, it's just going to be the exact same thing. See, I go first. I opened up nothing but hand traps, so I just said pass. It was so bad. But what's really stupid about what I really, really hate about this Brave package, and just the insane, like, I hit my opponent with 3 hand traps. I ogred, and I double impermed, and it still wasn't enough. Like, that's ridiculous. Like, I shouldn't have a whole hand of hand traps, and you still keep going. Like, that is absolutely insane. Like, that's why I'm, like, everybody was, like, talking to me at the tournament, and it was, like, they're, like, every time I lost the die roll or won the die roll, I was, like, first, go first, I'll go first. And they're, like, I'm, like, this is a going first format, like, it really is. And they're, like, no, it's not. I'm, like, shut up. It is. Like, if you don't go first, you're gonna lose. Alright guys, so round 3, this is, oh goodness, I can't remember what this was for a second. For a second I was really thinking it was Trap Tricks, because there's a few people who play just trap decks at my locals. But it was actually Evil Twins. So, this deck is not the hardest to stop, but when I noticed he was going to do the Scythe pack, if you can't see that because of the glare, but that was Dagda, and I was like, oh my lord. Because I actually had a good hand too, and I was just like, oh, if I get Dagded, that's going to suck. But I really clutched it. I clutched it really good. Like, I was like I summoned the Stratos. I was going to use the effect of Search. But I'm taking burn damage too because of the continuous spell that they do. So I make Blast here. So I can try to, like, I'm going to try to attempt to bounce. So I attempt to bounce the Scythe when they were trying to pop it. So I bounced it back before he could pop it. So that was really, really clutch. But since it doesn't target, he just ended up popping the Blast. But since, you know, since I haven't normal summoned yet, I searched for the Vion with this. But it's crazy. I activate D-Force just for the heck of it, and he Cosmic Cyclone that right away. But I understand because I'm like, for the Evil Twins, they it's another deck where they just lose hard to Plasma. But I go ahead and make Trinity, and I already like since Blast halved one of their attack, it was like, you know, really low, and Trinity pretty much just won me the game there. So I extended a little bit longer just to make sure I had enough damage on board, but Trinity just itself did it, so we got the game there. It was just, I just love winning with Trinity. Like, it's the best. But yeah, coming into game 2, gosh, honestly can't remember what happened in game 2. Did I lose this one? Honestly can't remember, because I don't think it was a 2-0. But let's see, he just makes the pretty standard board. You know, you go for the Link 4, and he set, like, I think 2 cards. No, he just set a card and passed. So I impermed it right away just to, like, bait the pop and draw. He ashes the Hero Lives. I play D4, search for the Plasma. Let's see, what else? Yeah, I hard made Phoenix. I needed that Plasma search because I fused Plasma and Denier. And then I made Phoenix. He impermed the Phoenix. I was going to pop the back row anyway, so it didn't matter. Attribute. I think I'm just searching for next turn, I believe. I searched for Stratos. This is definitely for next turn. I run over the 2 Evil Twins. But he essentially has the top deck at this point. So I think this is what... Oh, no. I remember. He impermed... This wasn't that game. He impermed my Phoenix. I used Phoenix effect. I honestly probably should have kept the Phoenix on field, because now that Cross was there, he was able to get rid of it, and then since I only had 4,000, he was able to kill me. Yeah, so this is pretty much what happens, right? Yeah, he gets rid of the Cross, and he just overextends. Having a Nibiru in hand would have been really sweet. But yeah, coming into game 3, however, what I was saying was that's pretty much what's going to happen. We kind of both bricked. So I had 2 Stratos in hand. I Stratos, he ashed, he impermed the Sunrise. Me ashing that spell card saved my life. Like, I'm so glad I decided to ash that. So now we're at the point where we're just top decking. I summoned my other Stratos. He ashed it. I think. I know he had another ash for something, but I attacked. I popped the summon limit he had. But he essentially just has the top deck, and he just said I had it at this point. Alright guys, so this is actually game 2 against Altergeist. So I'm really, really, really mad that I forgot to record. I forgot to record the game 1. But as you can see on the left side of the screen, that is the board I made against the Altergeist player. And he could not brick, he could not break this board. So I made the dominance on his turn, because I opened up Fusion Destiny, looked at his top 5, I saw his Altergeist. I think I just put a hand trap on top, because I'm going to keep you away from your Altergeist monsters and your trap cards. But I pretty much went crazy. I made this board, and when he drew for turn, he looked at it, and he's like, yeah, next game. So that made me feel really good. I was like, he didn't even attempt. Like, it was like too much for him, I guess. But he was saying he could have broke it if it wasn't for the plasma. But anyway, coming into game, this is the game 2. He went first, of course. Just did Altergeist stuff. That trap card I picked up was actually supposed to be face down, because I was just reading it and see what it did. I gave it back to him. He forgot to flip it, but I got the red reboot, everybody. That when I opened that card in my hand, I was like, ooh, baby, we gonna win. So it made me worried, because I thought he had that Altergeist trap face up, because I was like, I hope he doesn't activate an Altergeist trap card. But he said it wasn't supposed to be face up. So when he activated Imperm, I red rebooted, and I pretty much took this game. I'm honestly, I really don't like the fact that people defend red reboot needing to stay at 1, and I'm just like, it is so, a red reboot is very fair. Like, I feel like it's fair. Like, sure, there's tons of spells and trap removal, right? But in this format, everybody's like playing like something stupid like Scythe, or just something dumb like back row removal. It kind of just doesn't really do anything. If it's like Eldritch, they'll just chain some of their stuff so they can get some of their effects. And like, red reboot is fair, because like, look, I red rebooted him, and I think I got rid of like 3 traps, but he still kept like most of them. Like, and then, I've paid half my life already. But to me, it's fair, because there's been plenty of games when red reboot wasn't at 1, and I had red reboot on my opponent, and then I still couldn't break their board. And not only that, they kept their trap card, they got another one, and then it was just advantage. I actually ashed that freaking extravagance. I was like, no, I'm not gonna let you get anything else. Like, I'm gonna stop all that. Because the Phoenix, I think that was, I don't think that was, no, that wasn't Dark Law. That was Denier. Because I was like, I put the Malicious back on top, realizing I'm like, well, there's no really reason for me to extend. I could have just kept the Denier in the grave. But I think I left them on there so I could just pop stuff with Phoenix. But I kind of just take away the game here. Because when my turn started, I used Phoenix to bring back Dystopia and burned for game. And that was it. Coming into this next match, this is actually game 2 of this match as well, as you can see, because I'm not main decking anti-spell. Tenyi Sword Soul. This deck is just absolutely insane. Like, something's got to get hit. Like, it's nuts. Like, Hauki Fibrax needs to get hit. Something in the Tenyi package needs to get hit. Like, this deck is insane. Like, there's no reason Hauki Fibrax needs to be in this game, because it's like, no matter how many tuners they ban, people just find other tuners to use. Like, it's ridiculous. They're like, okay, well, they're gonna like look up every single tuner and be like, what can I use? with Hauki Fibrax. Like, Hauki Fibrax just needs to go and then just bring back all... Same thing with this. Look at that. You just got 4 cards on your field. That is absolutely insane. But I pretty much just lose this match, and now it's just pretty much all she wrote. Because I bricked and then drove. It was just ridiculous. But yeah, pretty much all my matches today were just... I lost them all due to bricking. Like, all the games I lost were just bricks. And it was against Brave Soul stuff. And I'm like, I really wanted to see how I can out this stuff. But I couldn't. I didn't get the full chance to test it out. But this is against Prank Kids. Sadly enough, I'm going to lose this match too. The double Regeki effect is just absolutely insane. Like, it's so crazy. Like, I actually would have won this match if it wasn't for the double Regeki. Like, it was the double Regeki, and actually, it wasn't the double Regeki. It was the double Regeki on top of a droplets on my Vion. Because my hand was actually really bad. So I drew Shadow Mist for turn, which actually kind of saved me. Because I drew Shadow Mist, summoned Shadow Mist, then I mass changed it away so I could search. But he chained that because he knew Dark Law was going to come. So he just wanted to make his Battle Butler. But it didn't matter. You guys can just watch the duel. I'm just gonna lose anyway, but I'm gonna lose both games, I believe, so it just doesn't matter. So this format's crazy. Like, and then it's gonna get even crazier when Albaz comes out in a few weeks. Like, it is really tough for a rogue deck in this format. Like, it really is. If heroes could play the Brave package, I would do it. But we can't. Like sometimes we really just need that normal summon. Like it would be nice for heroes to have some kind of way to negate. But of course, another super crazy splashable engine comes out. Of course, that we can't use. That everybody else can just freely use. Like, it's like, I guess the only version of heroes that you could use, it would be like a Soul Day. But as you can see in this game, my brain was like, hey, with Shadow Mist, search Plasma. He's gonna have a Droll. And I was like, I have D-Force in my hand. But anyway, guys, that's gonna be it for the video. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. All right, peace out.